pressure's adjusting and whatnot, so which is fine. It's full of Shell V-Power Nitro Plus, which is good. And the reason I'm recording the video is, firstly, there's not a lot going on. I haven't been able to use the car a lot because there's just nowhere to go. And work is so crazy busy that I haven't got time to do anything or think about anything, which is why I haven't sold my Audi yet. But I did wash it, I've taken the pictures, I've written the blurb, so it's going to go on Auto Trader any day now, which will be a great weight off my mind, because for a while it was parked somewhere where I couldn't see it. It was out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. But then the road tax and insurance reminders came at the same time, and I thought, do you know what, I need to sort that out. And I should really have sold it as soon as I bought this car. 15 months ago, 14 months ago, because this was meant to be my everyday car. And for the first few weeks I thought, well, you know, it could be flaky this morning, it might break down. And once it didn't, then, and I got more comfortable with it and I got to know it a bit better, I should have just sold that. But I just became lazy and it sat there. But now it's very real and I need to get rid of it. So it's going to get advertised any day now. Hopefully it'll sell and it'll be a weight off my mind. But then it got me to thinking about more stuff and about this car. And I thought, well, the experiment has kind of run its course, I guess, but I don't know what the conclusion is. I mean, I've talked about it in previous videos. It was that everyone should go out and buy the cheapest Porsche 911 they can and run it just here as your everyday car, because it's such good fun. Probably easier to do now because you're doing less mileage, less crucial journeys where you have to be somewhere at a certain time. But then obviously the issue came when these kind of cars are no longer available for those prices. So you can't just go out and say, I'm going to buy one for 6, 7, 8, 9 grand, 10 grand, because they start at 12. And again, I'm being very specific. I'm talking about the coupe, 2-wheel drive, manual, and they start at 12. Anywhere you look, they start at 12. And then, so now that that experiment has run its course, I thought, should I just sell mine? Because it's mostly just sat there. It needs to be driven, and it should be driven, because like I said, when I first got it, it didn't drive so well, and then I thrashed it around wherever I went, and it just hit a sweet spot, and it's been there ever since. And bizarrely, I changed the battery. I think I said on Instagram, and I think there's just a little bit more ampage and a little bit more oomph in the new Porsche battery. Also, I meant to post up where I got it from. I got it from Amazon, and instead of anywhere else where it's 250 something quid, it was £88. So I'll put that up somewhere. But anyway, the battery has given it some, I don't know, better spark. I didn't realise the battery had anything to do with the spark. I don't think it does. Maybe it powers the coil better or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But it just seems to have a little bit more zip. Zip. That's the only word I can use to describe it. It just, yeah, something. And bizarrely, that's the same effect that it had on my 1968 MGB when I bought a new battery last year. The same last year when I bought a new battery for my Audi A3. Stuff like the stop-start started working, and things that weren't working before or had a slight problem just started working. I realized one of the lights doesn't work on the front of my car. But anyway, back to on topic. I'm going to stop going off on tangent. I thought, should I just sell it? You know, I'll get my money back and probably then some. If someone's already offering me £10,000, I'd advertise it for 11. It would still be the cheapest one in the UK. Obviously, it needs work, but it works, and it's great. And it can be your everyday car. I mean, someone could spend quite a lot of money on this. They could take it to a Porsche specialist and say, fix everything, and that Porsche specialist will say, I have no doubt that the bill would not be less than £8,000 to get it just right. That's just mechanically, and then you've got the blemishes on the paint and stuff like that, which should be on top. But I don't think it's worth it. It probably needs like £1,200 spending on it to do the engine mounts on the probably need doing, because it starts to squeak a bit when it warms up, and it's got that slight what feels like rough idle. It needs the header tank replacing, which I've already got. It needs the exhaust tips, which I've already got. It needs that little bar on the back bumper that's missing, which I've already got. It probably needs, this road's so bumpy. It's got, what's it called? There's something else that I was just about to say. Oh yeah, bleed nipples, which probably need replacing, which I've already got. So all of those I'd just give with the car. And it's got very good service history. It's got 150,000 miles, but I'm seeing ones with more mileage going for more. So I know I'd get the money, but at the same time, I think they will. I don't want to call it an appreciating classic. I think it's just general inflation for this type of car, that they're going up, and I don't think I'd be able to ever buy one again. And it's not costing me that much money just to be sat there and for me to have a blast in it every week or every 2 weeks even. So I get the benefit of that, and when the Audi's gone, I'll feel a lot better about having this car. Because at one point I was toying with, the Aston Martin Vantage is still coming down in price. So if I sell the Audi and I sell this, put a bit more in, and I can get one of those. But they will continue to come down, and it's a 4.3, and they start from 2006. Which means more road tax, more insurance, fuel economy is awful. Not that that should be a guiding factor when you're buying this type of car, but can I pull my foot down yet? Yes, I can. But I wasn't really sure what to do next, and also, should I do the video blogging more seriously? Because at the moment I'm not. I have a thought and think, I should go and tell people about that in case it's useful. And then I go and get my camera out, and I have no microphone, and I make this poor production value video with awful audio. And then, I get the views that it deserves. About 80. Oh, the road's so tough. So if I take it seriously, I buy the next. So I've got a GoPro Hero 7 Silver, so I can't attach an external microphone to it. So I can get the Hero 7 Black, which you can, the Hero 7 8, which you can. I should go and get one of those and start making proper videos, and then do more stuff around. I don't know what I would do though. I mean, I still want to go and test drive another car, and I was so close to buying a 1972 Porsche 911 Targa that would need so much work, and my wife said to me, it's fine, because I said to her, I need a hobby, I need to be doing something. And she said, it's fine if you're going to do some work on it, and you're going to make time to do work on it. But she said, but in reality, what will happen is your children will be digging it out of the garage when you're dead, or you'll be ill or really old and you'll be on car SOS or something like that. And I thought, that's a bit shit. I don't really want that. And I don't really have the storage space to have something just sat there. Or the money. Well, we've been through this anyway, so I think I have decided I'm just going to keep it for now, while I can still get out and drive it, while it's not costing me lots of money, and just concentrate all my efforts on getting rid of the Audi. But then once that's gone, I need to think about, and you know, does this channel just come to an end? I don't know, or do I just every now and again just have a ramble and put it out there and no one really watches it? That's it. Because I'm getting lazier and lazier with the editing, and I need to do it properly, not just sat there on my phone just before I go to bed, popping out a video. So I can't really decide. I've decided that I'm keeping the car, but I can't decide what the next phase should be. Just kill off the channel, maybe drive my MG more and do some more videos on that, buy some more better videoing and microphone equipment, and just turn up the production values a little bit and see if anybody else is interested in any insight that I might be able to, insight I might be able to put out there that someone can go, yes, I can use that information, and then go out and do my own thing. Because there's a couple of people that have done it and have reached out and said, you know what, I did it, I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for you going out and doing it and showing that it can be done. And so I feel good about that, that there's people out there driving a Boxster or a 911 that they bought on a budget, and they're enjoying those cars every day or whenever they go out road driving them, and they haven't broken the bank. And the great thing is that if they bought it at the bottom end of the market, then they are not going to lose that money. They might get the money back, you know, get servicing or whatever they might spend on it. So I feel good about that. But should I do something more? I've seen a couple of videos where, you know, people have got subscribers of like, you know, 100,000 or 400,000, and I think, oh, those videos aren't all that, but they've been producing content for ages, and it's kind of their job. So, you know, they're advertising revenue and things like that, and they dedicate time and energy to it. Should I do that? Because I don't really think about what I'm going to say, apart from one thing. I might say, well, I'm going to go and talk about what the next thing is. I'm going to go and talk about that I've decided to keep the car, and then I just go off on a rant like I am now. And so I'm starting to now think, should it be more structured? Should I think about and write down what I'm going to say, and have almost like episodes where I talk about something? That just sounds like, it sounds like a lot of effort, and I would do it if people found it useful, and I don't know if people would. There's so many people out there making videos, so when I looked at, you know, has anybody made a video about Aston Martin Vantage and what it would be like to own one every day on a budget? And there's so many of them out there, and they've been out there for years. I guess the thing about it is that even though a lot of people are doing the videos about Porsches, about the Aston Martins, they do them in a way that still says, buy the best one that you can, go and get it serviced from a blah blah blah. Whereas I'm more like, how long can I drive this while spending no money on it? You know, whereas I suppose who does that? The Hoovies guy does that. I can't remember his name. I want to say it's Aaron Tarquin. No, I'm just making names up now. So should I do more of it? And I mean, in the US, there are so many people doing this kind of thing, and they're doing it really successfully, where they're putting content out there, they're having a debate with all the people who watch it. But there's just so many people in the US, and so you've got so many people who do, you know, you could make it quite specialised. Whereas here in the UK, I don't know if it's useful. I don't know if I'm doing anything that's useful to anybody, in which case, what's the point? Because at first it was just to get it out there and say to people, yes, go buy one, it's amazing. I've kind of done that. So any feedback is welcome. I was reading about how do you make successful videos, and the success they all talk about is all about getting more likes, getting more viewers, getting more subscribers. But all I could think was putting more useful content out there. And I don't know what that useful content is. And I don't know if anybody thinks about it like that. Am I having a blogging existential moment? I could be. Seems like a waste of energy. Should school marker down? I did not redline it though, because I'm scared of hitting the limiter, because I don't like it. It's really jarring, and I don't mean to hit the limiter, but sometimes I just get carried away staring at the rev counter, not looking where I'm going. No, I am always looking where I'm going. But then I thought, should I buy something random? Should I just do something completely off the wall, or should I just go and buy? Because I did do a thing before where I thought I'll set my budget of £5,000, and I will go onto Auto Trader and I will only look for cars that do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, and then I will sort by cheapest, and I'll buy that one, and I'll run that for a year. I did that. I didn't go buy it. I did that on the Auto Trader app, and what came up was, the first car to come up was a BMW 6 Series, a 650, and it had 150,000 miles on it. And I thought to myself, that is a car that's just going to go on and on and on, never break down, and probably just bankrupt me from insurance, road tax and fuel. And that's not really saying anything, because at the end of the day it's a BMW. But Porsche 911 is a different thing, it's a different level. But I've kind of done it, and I'm just still rambling. So yeah, someone help me. Someone tell me something that I can use. Or, if you tell me just, that's it, you've done it. Job done, move on. Yeah. Could be that. Maybe I should just review random cars, but then how do you get hold of them? Because it's not like I go, hey, I've got 10 million subscribers, how would you like me to review your car? Hey, I've got 203 subscribers. Well, I feel are just as important as the 4 million. So it's about putting useful stuff out there. Useful, but with better quality video. Video's okay. Better quality audio.